Oh yeah. Hakeem them in there watching school bus. So Hakeem said. Hakeem said school bus. School bus. Hakeem, you wanna watch TV? Yeah, school bus. You talking about the magic school bus. On that show, they be dropping some Jews for little kids, really. About the they're watching a show right now where it take them to all the planets. We're taking them to different planets, showing them, teaching them about the planets. And then they got one show where they take you inside the body and show you how the white blood cells work. So Magic School Bus, it's heavy duty shit. And Hakeem, that's what he said. It's heavy duty for him. He like it. School bus. We out here putting in work, y'all. We just got off the phone with Rod Haynes, and he gave me some documents to go over, videos. We're gonna be going over that and coming back for round 2 on that video from last night. If you was tuned in to the show earlier, we were talking about the Mothership Nibiru, but that's when Hakeem them got up and came in. So we're doing the evening class now. Let me see. Let me get that thumbnail loaded up, and then we're gonna get started. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a 5 thumbnail right here. That's gonna be a 5 thumbnail. Hey, Rob, by if you come into the building for the evening class. We got the night class coming. And we really putting it down, man, holding it down, bro. Let me get that thumbnail set up for you. Then we're about to really go back in on this joint. I guess this right here was the wrong one. Hold on. Damn, that's the wrong one. It like they got it loaded up twice there. Hold on, give me a second, man. I see what's going on. It seemed like it cut off and cut back on. So we're fixing it right now. Save it. Man, today is a good day. It's my favorite type of weather is rain. I love the rain, man. My plants get fed. My plants get fed by Mother Nature. And they get the nutrients that they need. I got my bell peppers, my grapes, my what else I see out there that's going? The birds, man. I gotta figure out a way to get these birds off my damn berries, man. I'm telling you, bro. The birds taking me out. Now, I know they got some kind of, yeah, the birds, they come down and take the berries off the trees in the front. They don't really mess with the ones in the back. Then you got squirrels. The squirrels walk up to me. All right, but now we got the thumbnail. We got everything set up. Everybody's in here, man. All right, let me get the chat. Let me get the chat, bro. Hey, we back for round 2 on that. Take a look inside of a Mothership Nibiru. Earlier we talked about the shams. Let me set my screen so you can see what's going on. I got my green drink right now. Let's take the green powder, mix it with the good water. Let's get the let's look at this. All right, so we left off talking about the shams being a part of Mothership Nibiru. Shit, do the widescreen because people be complaining. Say, please, brother, do the widescreen. Let's see if it rotates. All right, let's rotate. All right, it ain't rotating. What's going on with this? Probably because of the picture. So these shams is inside of Mothership Nibiru, which is what we left off talking about. And we showed several pictures of these things. Keep in mind, at the time of the crash, Murdoq was the captain. Murdoq is Inky's son. Inky is Anu's son. So it'd be Anu, then Inky, and then Murdoq. Let me show you Murdoq. Like I say, all my Nuwapian brothers and my Sabian brothers, bear with me, man. I know y'all already hit it again. We trying to catch everybody else up. Hey, hold on a little while longer while we gather your brothers. We told you niggas that. Right? Hold on a little while longer while we gather the rest of your brothers. A lot of this shit gonna go over your head. But the Angel Murdoq is the captain of the rocket ship. Right? And he was responsible at this time. Nu gave him the leadership of the Mothership Nibiru because of his nature. Now, keep in mind, a lot of people they totally hate the Anunnakis, but it's a lot of things going on with when you say Anunnakis, a lot of things going on with the Anunnakis. First of all, when you say Anunnakis, they can be inconclusive to over 140,000 different species, 44,000 species. They can be conclusive to that. And then, not to mention on top of that, not all Anunnakis were bad. Not all the ones that came down were disagreeable. Some of them were agreeable. Some of them were neutral. Now, keep in mind, point this out, that Inky and Enlil had their own mind. They had their own ideas. Anu didn't interfere with them because he wanted them to step out on their own and be their own man. So he let them make their own decisions. Now, you know, you got sons in the world today. When you have a son, you tell your son the right shit, but he gonna go and do something. He gonna probably get in trouble, make a couple mistakes, and then you gonna have to get him lined out, tell him what it is, right? But like, as long as they under your roof and under the age, they under your supervision, right? So it's the same thing in the heavens, as it is above, so is it below. Anu got two sons that he told he could tell them what to do, but they gonna go out and do whatever, you know what I'm saying? Whatever they, like sons do. Sons is the ones you gotta watch. They always, getting influenced to do stuff to get money or whatever it may be. So the decision for when Enlil and them and Inky and them decided to make the human, Anu didn't even know. He didn't even know about it. They did it under his nose. Then he found out about it later. Keep that in mind. And keep in mind, don't be under the impression of the Christianity or this religious influence where you think God know everything. Because these people are individual people. They're individual people, but on a higher intelligent level. Right? So Anu really but he has the last say so. Anu has the last say so after everything has been done. So the niggas that's causing the problem is the two sons. We ain't got no beef with Anu. Right? The beef ain't with Anu, it's with Enlil. Inky really was his side really helped us out because we really family from Inky because we came out of the waters, the primordial waters. And Inky came out of the primordial waters with the Dragonians. We Dragonians, we Hindus. I can get into the mix. We Anunnakis. All right, we're a different breed. We a higher level species. right? Because we mixed with all these different high genetics to make us genetics the superior genetics. Elijah Muhammad was trying to break it down for you. But so the ultimate decision is a news decision and a news plan. We're gonna do one called a news plan. Right? The ultimate decision is his plan. So Inlia and Inky them, they make mistakes like kids. Kids make mistakes. You don't believe me? Open your Bible up to Genesis. About around what? Genesis 7 and 8, 6. Well, it repented Enlil that he made man. So he said he made a mistake. He's saying he made a mistake when he created man because they became evil and committed mischief, bloodshed, like Cain killing his brother, Abel. So he made a mistake to create man. And then so he repented about it, right? So they tell you that these beings were like children who got sent out to try to make a name for themselves, and they being put in charge of the business or whatever the thing may be, and then they making mistakes because they kids. And little number children. Like they was like young people. They like the young people today when they first get out of the house and got their own spot, and you know they on their own. That's how the news was how he was doing it, right? With between the beef between Enlil and Inky, that's how New was doing it. You know what I'm saying? He was like being more saying what they was gonna do with what he told them or what he teach them or what they learned, right? So keep in mind, Anu was angry with them when they created the humans to be slaves. Keep that in mind. He knew that was against galactic law. So they guilty really of galactic law too. So it's gonna be interesting to see what Ashtar Command aims gonna be, being that they broke a couple of galactic laws. All right. Also, during when the mothership Nibiru came around, Pluto used to be a moon to Saturn. And keep in mind, these beings, the Dragonians, the ones who started the initial war, they came from Titan. And and we talked about the tape. Remember that movie, Remember the Titans, and that movie Immortals, where they said they trapped these Titans, right? These Titans. Remember, hold up. Let me pull that up. They trapped these Titans underground in this gold temple. Baba was already talking about it. And then the niggas said that Baba was crazy. Then they put a movie out about it. It's called Immortals. Hey, Rob Bot to Stephen Morgan. Oh, yeah, I forgot to make my announcement. If you're in the building, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. If you want to show us some love, hit that bell. And if you don't get a notification from us every day, come back and check with us because we drop some every day for you. Right? We drop some every day for you. And if you want to show us some love on donations, we just drop the Cash App in the link. Here comes little man, Hakeem. Hey, drop the hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that bell if you're new to the channel, and share this on your page, on your Facebook page, so we can get the information out. But in Shambhala, in the center world, it's a temple, a golden temple. And you watch that movie, hold up, Immortals, let me go back. When they come down and fight these beings and they trapped in this temple underground. Yeah, it's called Immortals. I watched it the other day. And this dude right here, I guess he's supposed to be representing like a being to come release these beings with a bow. Hold on, let's type in this. Hold on, Hakeem, before you waste my juice, bro. It's called yeah, it's trapped in the temple. Let's do that. This is part of it. This is part of it, right? Because we casted these beings down here. Yes, okay, all right. So these beings, you can look at them and tell with the scales on them that they're reptilians, right? And they call them titans and say that they trapped down there. So they telling you that these beings came from the planet Titan, which is the moon to Saturn, right? And that we captured these beings and trapped them down in this gold temple. So they telling you, Baba already told you in the I think he said it in the Holy Tablets. But I know it, I think I heard him on the tape say it one time too. But we trapped these beings down in the fourth dimension in limbo, and they trapped in this gold temple. And it's got a seal on it, and that seal is trapping them in there in the fourth dimension in limbo. So they just stuck in this underground in this Shambhala, and it's a whole bunch of them down there. You saw how they was fighting in them. They in that movie, they was fighting these beings, and they was about to kill all of them. I mean, they was about to kill all those guards if that one guard then pulled down the whole building on top of them, right? And then shot up out of there. I guess he'd be Zeus. I don't know. I can't remember what they was calling him in the movie, but he looked like. But that'll be the well. He was imitating the angel Michael, because and then you notice. If you look at the movie and you see they in chains, because the angel Michael come down with a chain and chained them down in there and locked them into fourth dimension. All this is symbolic. And that same chain is the same chain they wrap around you, or cable tow or whatever, dealing with masonry. To bind these people. We bind these reptilians underground in Shambhala in the Golden Temple. And if you look at the temple, it looked like a Kaaba. Just think about that. If you look at that temple they locked in, it looked like a Kaaba at the top. I can't find a picture. But these supposed to be the guards that came down and stopped them from getting out of there. They ain't just like they got the Ninja Turtles. They hit you with the Ninja Turtles and they tell you their names Michelangelo, Donatello. Them all angelical names. Them all angelical names. Hold on, Hakeem, stop, man. Damn, they messed up me with the Ninja Turtle. With the Ninja Turtle joint. Look at that. They made my screen jump to something else. All right, check this out. Damn, man, can't get no Ninja Turtle cartoon up in this joint. Oh, that's a temple. Damn. That's why. All right, so they talk about the damn Ninja Turtles. Right, and they got Donatello, Raphael. You know what I'm saying? These are Michelangelo. You know, they got these the turtles named the same thing, and they got the different colors of the chakras. The root chakra, the blue chakra, the throat chakra, the sacral chakra, and the crown chakra would be the purple. And they represent the elements: earth, wind, fire. You know what I'm saying? And then these beings, they look the same as these beings, these Meldekians without a shell. They take off their shell, you're looking at a Meldekian. The beings that we crashed into the planet on when we crashed into the planet Meldick. And they calling these people angelical names. It's all a connection. Right? We talked about they was talking about this, right? That Nibiru was gonna crash 2012, right? That already happened. Okay, inside Mothership Nibiru, we talked about, hey man, they wouldn't even eat meat, because a lot of people say that like it's only certain species on there that eat meat, and they got a whole nother type of technology to design the meat. They got this they got these different shape jars or pans or whatever that's shaped like a like a steak or something like that, and then they fill it with this like liquid gooey stuff, and then they put it in this oven looking machine, and then they type the button, type some like in the computer whatever kind of meat they want it to taste like, and then it looks just like it had the same texture and everything, but it ain't really meat. It's like a liquid, some kind of substance that they created on the mothership Nibiru, but it tastes just like whatever meat that you make it to that you want. For some of and it's for some species on there that eat meat. Like out of the 144,000, there's some of them on there that eat meat, like certain reptilians. And the Anunnakis were eating almost beings and plant beings, but the plants were produced by they grow on their shit like on a it's like a real, like you can't tell, like you can take, like you could be inside a Nibiru and it look like you standing on outside on Earth, and being in the inside of Nibiru with the landscapings and everything they got on different levels, right? With the landscaping they got on different levels in that joint, and we talk about huge, talking about 63,000 some change in diameter. Yeah, so these are the Ninja Turtles right here. These are the people that attacked us. Once we destroyed Murdoq, 4 ships were launched off, and these beings were in that ship. And like we said, later on, one of them crashed down into the Bermuda Triangle. And like I say, if you're a new Wapian or you're a Sabian brother and you in the building, Robot, Ashug, Musar, we just catching everybody up, man. So this stuff is like old stuff that Baba Ben put out. But we're making the connection for you. We're talking about the different ships inside of Mothership Nibiru, the warships. Right, was seen parked on side of the sun one day, because we can pull up these right here. Joints can go through the sun and recharge. They can go through the sun and recharge. They ain't never heard they ain't never seen no technology like that. Your plane where your UFO can fly through the sun and recharge, and then fly out, and they give you that'll fully recharge the ships. Because what it does is it's got a force field around this ship. This ship can create a force field. When it create a force field, it can generate the same energy inside of that force field. Then as it flies, it drops like these little type of charges that suck the draw energy from the sun as it flies through the sun. Then it flies to the other side. And this is a reason these ships doing this is a reason for a lot of the solar flares, right? These ships doing this. So it's really almost against galactic laws to do it now after what happened to Cyrus B. And that's what started another beef. When Nibiru is like I said, on the inside, they got golf courses, and it's more sophisticated than the shit down here. It's like more like you gotta knock this ball over a mountain, and then you gotta make that shit roll down. Like so they got mazes. It's like a mini golf course, but on a large scale. But for tall people that's 7 foot tall. For tall people, some of them are taller than it. And they got lakes, mountains, hills. They got the greenest grass I ever seen. And then we talked about the hologramic cities inside of Nibiru, the hologramic cities. And it's beings living on those lands. The lands that I told you about inside of Nibiru is beings, because what we did is, being there's 144,000 different species, we have to make everything, we brought their habitat to inside of Mothership Nibiru when we designed it. So say if they were shark beings or sea type beings, we created a whole sea inside of Mothership Nibiru. And it got the clouds, ocean tides, all that's controlled by computer. And so it's a huge oceans on Nibiru, because keep in mind, Nibiru is 9 times bigger than Earth. It's 63,400, I think, and they had 8 miles in diameter. That's like almost 8-9 times bigger than Earth. So it's oceans bigger than Earth, bigger than the oceans on Earth. inside of Mothership Nibiru, and it's beings from different galaxies that's conducive to their nature of living underwater. They live on the water in those habitats, and then you got beings who like land beings, like I seen the Centaurians, the half man, half human beings that came from the Arcturus star system. They from the Arcturus star system. They represent. Saw some of their representatives, and they had landscaping and conducive to where they come from, like which is similar to like where the horses like to hang out at, like the grassy areas, pastures. So they had pastures on there. Then for the bird beings, they had like a jungle habitat. Like it was a jungle habitat for the birds. So like all the tropical birds, different type of bird races. Some of them got different types of planets that they live on, but for the most part, they had these different big old jungle type, a whole bunch of jungle type, like the miles and miles of jungle just for the birds, just for these certain type of birds to live in their own habitat. Even like the 8 people, they had like a habitat for them. Like it's a habitat for everybody that's on there from wherever galaxy they from, and whatever atmosphere they breathe. They can create the different atmospheres in all the different sections on all the different levels. So they can make it rain. Like I said, the Anunnaki been controlling the weather a long time ago, and we created satellites. The Anunnaki were the first ones to put up satellites. And what we was doing is, the reason why we put the satellites up, and we was using it to monitor the people that we created, to see how they developing and how they evolve. We the ones that put the satellites up on like some of the satellites here, like some of the stars you seeing, a lot of them are different types of satellites that's in the sky that's put up there by the Anunnakis. Some of them are put up there by humans. Some of them put up there, and the ones that are put up by the humans will help. They were helped by reptilians, and the reptilians can control them. And they've been trying to destroy the Anunnaki's satellites that we were monitoring everybody with. We was monitoring people with these satellites, but they can't destroy the moon, which is one of the main satellites that we monitor people from via the supercomputer. And the supercomputer could crank the moon up and move it. If they did that, it'd be a whole bunch of floods on the planet. If they made the moon move the moon. We're gonna do another tape probably today called Moon Base 12. We got the last name tapes coming out tomorrow. We're gonna probably do Moon Base 12. We're gonna talk about the different things that's going on the moon, because everybody's asking about that. So we're gonna talk about the dark side of the moon. Got that tape coming out tonight. So you want to be in the class for that. So they got, hold on, I got Hakeem fell asleep right here on me. Came here, he all on his daddy, and he won't. Let me go and put him to sleep real quick. And I'm also, we want to appreciate y'all for tuning in, man, because everybody's ready to go in. We're just not getting started. It's Hakeem laying down and going to sleep. We're just not getting started. Let me turn my fan on for you, Hakeem. We're just not getting started. We're about to get this thing cracking, y'all. All right, so we're talking about the Mothership Nibiru. And keep in mind, we're going to be out of here in 2043. We leave, the vortex open back up. And the galactic judgment will be made for this world, or for this solar system. See, this solar system is up for judgment. That's what Nibiru do. Nibiru drive around to each solar system, because like a big police station, or like that we drive around, make treaties and everything. And the ship that's there's another fleet called Sananda fleet that's a part of the Nibiru fleet, but they got different missions. So the Sananda fleet, our job was to go out before Nibiru and see if we could settle disputes between different people to end the war. So what we was doing is making treaties with everybody. Get everybody to make treaties and come to a peace agreement. A lot of people got down, and that's how we started forming the Galactic Federations, the different federations. When we started signing out, getting the treaty signed, then certain laws started getting set up. Galactic laws started getting put into place. But it's a lot of people, like you say, they free to exist. They free to exist. You are at your own free will. So a lot of galactic laws started getting in play when we started making treaties, saying you can't do this, you can't do this, because it's rules and regulations. So treaties, that's how treaties became original laws and original, like they got down here, treaties in the Supreme Court or the Constitution, which really is nothing but a treaty. A treaty contract, really is what it is, contract when you trace it back, right? Covenants. So that's when all the galactic laws started popping up. We started, and we didn't have a lot of galactic laws on the book. They just started popping up as problems arose. Like say when we made a treaty, then somebody over here probably ain't got a treaty, and then they did something that wasn't on the books, and then we say, oh shit, they did something that was bad that ain't in the books. Let's add that to the book. This is now galactic law. You can't do this. If you do this, up to this amount of jail time or whatever. And jail time and in the fifth dimension is a long ass time. If they give you 25,000 light years. Damn, how long that is in jail, nigga? That's a long time. And it's people, they'll put a bounty on you. It's people that are galactically that'll come looking for you. Like they looking for Ashtar Command now. It's a bounty on Ashtar Command. Because they supposed to have been coming to court, Galactic Court, but they didn't show up. They're supposed to be coming to the last Galactic Court, but they didn't show up. Why? Because they finna get addressed about the Yaku thing. That's why the Yaku thing is popping back up. That's why Rod Haynes talking about it. That's why I dropped the tape on it. And you're gonna hear a whole bunch of other people coming back on it. Because they went influenced Yaku, they jumped back in time, influenced Yaku to do that, make that mix. And that's gonna come back up. Or why? What was they got to come out with their reason? What was their reason for that? And we already know their reason. They was trying to take over the planet, but we're gonna see what they're gonna say before they cast down into under darkness. Get down, ye. You know. So that's why that Yaku thing is popping back up, because that was that's a crime that was a crime that was committed by Ashtar Command, and always tricking it down to Yaku, influence him to do it. And with the Hitler thing, Hitler wanted to take over the world. So that was the Ashtar Command agenda. Hitler wanted to take over the world. He got to create this superior race, which still never made up to the niggas in America. Why? Because we the Anunnaki children. We the children of the Anunnaki, and we the superiors. We the tribe of Shabbat. Like Elijah Muhammad was telling you. We are the Washita Native American Indians. We are Armax. We are Nubians. We are Moors. Right? We are Moors. We are Chickasaw. I want to go crazy on you, breaking all the names down, but you already know what time it is. Right? You already know what time it is, man. But a lot of things, it says the judgment will come. All right, so we're gonna be doing another tape called the pickup points. And in that pickup point tape, when you see that pickup point tape, that's gonna be hot. It's gonna break down that what you're talking about, Haru. What you're talking about is gonna break that down. Now, there was a treaty set up on this planet. Let me break this down too, because people don't know this. There was a treaty, there's treaties set up with this planet. Remember I told you we went around setting up treaties and all that, right? And really by right, the Dragonians got control of this planet. But so the original Dragonians were agreeable, keep that in mind. Inky people, they were agreeable people, reptilians. And they were the ones without the wings. They were the ones without the wings. You know what I'm saying? They were agreeable. So it was a treaty made with this planet, but this right here is a recent treaty that nobody could come to this planet until that treaty's up. Now the treaty's up in 2030, but they get a 13-year grace period. They sign a treaty for a 13-year grace period. Well, everybody that's here, the souls that's here, they can be picked up. They're gonna have to be picked up by their people before 2043, because once Nibiru leave, the rest of the people is fair game to the Dragonians. They fair game to the Dragonians. So it's gonna be the bird. It's gonna be people from the bird race here to pick up their people, and some of you people in one of your lives, you could have been an animal. You could have been a bird. You could have been like most of us be birds, and some of us be different other animal species, gorillas. Niggas calling themselves that right now. Nigga, I'm a gorilla. Nigga, I'm on this, right? Because some of the animal spirits on the planet evolved to be humanoid spirits. That's part of the ascension. So they asking if do these animals get to go to heaven? We really already in heaven. If you could think it, you're already in heaven, because the planet is sitting in heaven. It's rotating around in heaven, right? Our star is in heaven. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got to sit up here and play games with people that's still primitive, man. All of this shit. That's what shit we should already know by now, right? We still talking about our topic, man. And look inside of the Mothership News. So that treaty is up in 2030, and 43 we're gonna be going through the vortex. But a lot of y'all, this happens every 36. The last time it happened was 3,600 years ago. Well, people got taken from this planet that were ready, that were ripe, that were I would like the word ripe and all that, because that just goes into the reptilians eating niggas. But what I'm talking about is the people who were intelligent enough to go to the fifth dimension were taken to the fifth dimension. So that's how a lot of if you see some Nubian extraterrestrials coming here, it was beings that were taken to other planets with the last pickup. So now they here now, and they evaluate the planet is being evaluated, and not only is it our planet, these first 4 planets are being evaluated. The first 4 planets are being evaluated right now: Mercury, Jupiter, Mars, Venus. All these planets are being evaluated for judgment to see if the beings, what's going on with the planet, who's been doing what, like who's been coming here and trying to influence the planet for mineral rights. The main thing, mineral rights is universal wealth. Mineral rights is universal wealth. Land is universal wealth. Land, or habitat, pretty much. If we go to another higher word, habitat is it's wealth in the universe. Having a habitat that your people can survive and multiply. Fertility is universal currency. When you can make planets like us and make stars, you just only can imagine how we the richest people in the galaxy. The Riskians are the richest people on this side of the galaxy. We the royal family. So a lot of us, we smarter, we're getting smarter, we're getting our intelligence back now, right? So like I said, the purpose of Mothership Nibiru is to go around and make people honor the law, honor these treaties, honor this galactic law, or else we're gonna take care of business on you and seize you and send people out looking for you to bring you in so you can be judged for breaking galactic law. And that's what's happening now. That's why everybody's running. That's why Donald Trump is going after the people and this deep state and Hillary, all these people being brought up for judgment now. And it's gonna be more people brought up for judgment. Young Thug, all these people that's really he a real Young Thug's a real thug. He tricked me, man. I thought he was just rapping. But we found out that Young Thug is really a Young Thug. And they hit him with the same thing they hit him Big Meats with, the Rico. Hey, you want to show some love? Hit that like, hit that subscribe button, man. And we dropping the Cash App and the links. Don't do the super chat. Y'all give the game. We in the building, bro. We got more for you. We probably gonna end up doing like today. We're probably gonna end up doing 2 more tapes. So we'll have 4 for the day. But what happened is, like I said, Nibiru is a like a police station, judge throne that is for bringing galactic criminals to justice. The whole thing is about going to the galaxy and honoring the treaties and honoring the planetary treaties, because that treaty between the Moors and the United States, or the Turtle Island, or North America, right? The North Gate, different names, right? That's a galactic treaty. That's not only because the planet is part of the galactic confederation. We're going into that 5th dimension now. So we already part of the Federation. That's why Nibiru is here to make the judgment and make the calls and examine. And they can't run, they can't hide. They all trying to go underground to hide from these the Anunnakis, these beings, these judges. They going underground trying to hide from these judges. But these judges are here to make a call on them, and they're gonna be able to pull them out up from under the mountain, whatever they hiding there. You can't hide because they got infrared technology. They can scan the whole planet and give them a 3D image of wherever you at. They know who's who. They know who everywhere everybody's at. So they can just scan that planet and find you. Boom. They got these thermonuclear drill bombs. We already told you about that. They can, and Mothership Nibiru can sick the mother plane on you. That's guarding the whole. That's part of the mother plane. Ain't worried about other extraterrestrial. It's where the only thing it's watching is the Caucasian, the one that's in power, the one that got the nuclear powers. That's what it's watching, because it ain't gonna let you destroy the children. They ain't gonna let you destroy the children of the Anunnaki. That ship gonna be on your ass, and I'm telling you, ain't got nothing for it. Ain't nobody got nothing for it on the planet that's human. Ain't nobody got nothing for the mother plane. Let me show you what. Let me pull that up real quick. We'll go back to talk about that. So it's different ships that we got, but the mother plane that Elijah Muhammad talk about is the one that's guarding, stopping the devil, Yaku's drafted beings from destroying the earth. So this ship really was designed to watch Yaku's drafted beings. The ones who's gonna try to, if they can't have you got them people that, if I can't have you, nobody else can, so I'm gonna take you out. That's how they is. So now that they parasites and they get moved back to the caves, right? They fighting and scratching as they go down. And so they saying that if we got to go down here, we're gonna pull everybody else down with us, type of thing. And that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. We ain't going for it. So their mother plane is up there, and they know it's up there, which is why they arrested Elijah Muhammad and brought him in to question him about it. Why would you question some nigga about some shit that they're telling you, space balloon, weather balloon, all this other shit? They like be lying, right? And this ship was designed after the ships that come out of Crystal City. It's 4 of these that go out of Crystal City that's more bigger than the mother plane. They know about the Crystal City that's posted over the North Pole hole. And they want to get up there, but they know about them ships that that'll just take them right out. It'll disintegrate them. These ships got lasers that can disintegrate a ship back into its original form, and all back into a gas. They come up there, these motherfuckers hit you with some shit that'll turn your ship into a gas, and you with it. You don't want to mess with nobody got some type high dollar shit like that, you know, high technology. They can turn your ship into a gas, nigga. Imagine if you beefing with some dudes, you got some ops, right? From like young cats. And they pull up, try to beef with you, and then you pull out some kind of alien gun that turn them and their car into gas. Man, nobody be fucking with you, man, with some type of shit like that. So that's what I'm saying. Nobody be jacking around with you. All right, what was we? We talked about the mother plane. We got it. You go back and check out those tapes called the mother plane. We got this. Tape down, scroll down. So now that mothership Nibiru is here, and keep in mind, okay, this right here, how it looked when I was in the cockpit. It had a chair similar to that, but then right here it had like chairs where other people can work in the front part, like some type of advanced computer systems in the front right here. But it was controlled by him putting his hand in that little arm thing right there. He controlled the whole ship, and then so he could have some kind of type bracelet. Murdoq had some type of bracelet on that could control the whole ship while he walk around wherever he go. He could control the ship mentally. We already talked about the different technology on the outside. What else? They had huge laboratories built like pyramids on them. That's what I was telling them too. And each level, they can generate the weather. They can control the weather. Each level, they can make it rain, make clouds, whatever you want in the sky. They can make it any type of weather. And like I told everybody on the first tape, the Anunnakis being cloud seeding. And like Rod Haynes said last night, they got to clean that up. See, look, they racing to make it look like, oh, we ain't did nothing. That's why we're telling you about the Nibiru coming. Nibiru is here right now, and the judgment call is coming up. So they racing now to try to say we ain't did nothing. A lot of them got taken out, and are they trying to clean up their mess? Or trying to say that we didn't know. But like we told you, as it is above, so is it below. So ignorance is no excuse to the law. That's what we're gonna tell their ass when we putting them on the stand to be judged. So what do they rather be judged? They rather be carried by 6 and not judged by 12. So they try to get up out of here. And keep in mind, they fail to realize soon as your ass walk right up into the 4th dimension, we're gonna be right there waiting on you to bring you right on into court. Soon as you get up out, kind of take yourself out. So they had pyramids and ziggurats. Some of it was hologramic and crystal and different. Most of it, a lot of them were crystal pyramids. And it was some type of technology they was doing, building inside of these pyramids that would be able to power Nibiru another way, another type of energy they was using. And they was using these pyramids to make certain devices. And like I said this morning also too, the reason why we had so many ships aboard Nibiru because we were selling them. We got a business. We sell shams. You can get you a sham for a certain amount of gold or whatever the product was that we was exchanging. We was exchanging minerals. So whatever they had a certain amount of minerals, or we made treaties with people, and they were undeveloped. We gave them ships for free to help them develop, help them speed up their evolution. Until it was against galactic law to do it. We was doing it at first until it became against galactic law because certain species became aggressive, and when they started having certain technology, it was hard to contain them. So it became against galactic law to start coming down and giving lower species technology too fast, right? We told you about the meeting halls where these people are gonna be judged, or we're gonna bring Ashdod Command and put them front and center. And we're gonna ask them to explain. Now, what was your purpose of jumping back into the time without a past? They gonna start stuttering. Their computer brain gonna start malfunction. We were trying to make a superior white race. Why are you trying to make a superior white race? So we could take over the planet. So you were trying to take over Earth, so you broke, and then you knew galactic laws. Y'all held at a higher standard because y'all being fifth dimensional beings. Y'all held at a higher standard. And come on out of the closet, Laylu, we know it's you. Come on out of the closet, man. And then once he come out of the closet, we're gonna cast his ass to the duck. Trap his energy in Shambhala, the fourth dimension. This right here is the inside it's a prison for high dimensional beings. But Earth is really like elementary jail. It's like a county jail compared to like real prisons, real galactic prisons. Real galactic prisons on other planets can get bad, especially on Mercury, the planets that's on Mercury. The planets on the prison that was on Mercury was so bad, the Anunnakis quarantined it. They quarantined it for a couple years. For 30, 40, 50 years of quarantining, man, because they said that joint there was worse than hell. Hell don't got nothing on what was going on Venus. I mean, on the Mercury prison. Yeah, so like a lot of beings got contracts with this treaties with Earth and with their family members that's here, because like we told you, a lot of species were brought here to preserve a lot of different species in the galaxy. That's why it's millions of different types of species, and millions of insects, millions of fish, different types of mammal creatures, different types of reptilian creatures, thousands of different types of different creatures. Not every other planet is like that. Most planets don't got more than 3 or 4 species on their planet. Some of them got 1 or 2 species. Like on Astral Command's planet, it's only like 2 or 3 species on their planet. But why is this planet got millions of species? And this planet is an originator of a lot of species in the galaxy. A lot of species were taken from here and and some of them was crossbreeded, DNA upgrades to them, and put on other planets. Adopted by these same people that we're telling you about that's flying the Mothership Nibiru, which means the planet of the crossing. And when it's flying in a higher dimension, this is what it looked like. It also, I seen it last night when they dropped me back off, and I was seeing it. I got the chance to watch it take off. When it took off, it looked like it had a blue and a green aura around it when it took off into the light speed. But yeah, this is a picture that like it looked just like this. Say you be outside standing on a lake, and it looked like this. But the fish and the beings that live in that pond, they more intelligent than like the fish here on planet Earth. The normals here, they intelligent, but the normals beings in this particular pond on Nibiru, they could communicate with you telepathically, and they spoke English and all the other languages of humans. These fish beings, these dolphin beings on this planet, inside of Nibiru, and they had clouds, all this, right? Okay, we already broke that down. One of these beings, we already talked about them crashing down in the Bermuda Triangle, which is why a lot of ships come up missing in that area. Which is why Abu Bakr sent his man over here to come find America or Turtle Island, tell them to sell till they can't sell no more. They sailed and ran into they sailed from Africa and ran into the Bermuda Triangle, and that's what it's like a vortex in the Bermuda Triangle. It's a vortex there that drain down to the center of the earth. So a lot of these ships and the planes, because of the magnetic force field of the pyramids, the crystal pyramids that's under there, they get sucked to the center of the earth. And it's a lot of people still living right now that was living a long time ago. They got sucked down in that hole and they still living in the center of the earth because your lifespan increased when you live in the center of the earth. 1 day is 1,000 years. So every day we living up here is 1,000 years to them. So it could be people down there 500 or 600 years old, which is why we pointed out about Abu Bakr going down there 400 or 500 years and coming back as old man York and birthed in being York. All this shit is about the greater connect, man. We putting it all together for you. But a lot of people have been given a bad name for the Anunnakis, but are you talking about Enlil and them? Are you talking about the reptilians? Because Enlil and them don't eat humans. Inky and them didn't eat humans. Anu and them didn't eat humans. It was some reptilians with them that ate humans. That was part of it. These disagreeable Dragonians and these nomos. These nomos eat humans. All you gotta do, if you want to if you want to do a check to see if nomos still eating people and a young girl are telling you the truth, all you gotta do, get you a boat, drive far enough in the ocean, make you a little cut on your skin, jump off in there, swim around for about 30 or 40 minutes. And then all of a sudden, when a shark pop up and bite you right down in the crack of your ass, that's your signal or sign. Man, young Ella telling the truth. Nomos really eat humans. Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you, that shark might not just take a slice of your ass. He might take half of your body when he get a bite. So, I don't recommend trying that at home. But that'll be your proof that nomos still eat people. I'm telling you. Guaranteed. It's guaranteed. You're gonna be knowing for sure after that. Yeah, reptilians eat people. Go out there and you looking juicy to an alligator when he's swimming around and he's hungry and looking for some food, and you out there not knowing about not being a part of nature because you standing out and you're not a part of nature. When that crocodile bites you right down in your ass, I want you to say, man, young elder said I gotta be a part of nature or else I'm gonna stand out. And now here goes this crocodile biting right down, and he took a big bite. He took a real big bite. So next time you want to know the reptilians eat people, but it's very rare because how many reptilians you know that eat people on the planet? Just think about it. Besides the snakes, the dragon beings, and these alligators and crocodiles. Rest of the reptilians eat insects. That's what we originally created them for, to eat insects. Like the frog. The frog eat insects. The lizards eat insects. Now the snakes, they eat like rodents. They eat meat. And I guess you can consider the insects as meat too. But you can see that, right? You can see that in nature. A dude asked me, how do I know about what I was talking about? And he said, how do I know about the feline beings and the insect beings? How do I know about these beings? I say, I watch nature. That's a short reply. I watch nature. I mean, that's simple. A lot of stuff people be thinking that it's real high level shit, and it's like really right there in your face the whole time. Everything that you thought that you could be looking for your glasses, and they on your head. Are you looking for your glasses and they on your damn face? Are you looking for your wallet and it's in your pocket? This type of shit that's going on with the information. We looking for all the information and it's right there in your pocket, or it's right there. Like niggas be looking around for information, and Bible that already put out so many books, and some of them niggas didn't even read those all the books, and then that Jew or that information is right there in their pocket. So they go back and say, "Oh shit!" Some just tell them, "Go look through this book that Bible wrote." They look through that book. They say, "Oh shit, Bible said that shit right here in like the 80s. He said that shit about the the Ascension Manual and all that." Yeah, right. But yeah, that's what's happening, man. Where were we? We're gonna keep it moving, baby. Yeah, so like they had a golf course. We talked about that. So at golf, even though I hate golf, I don't even like golf. But now I'm gonna start looking into golf because the Anunnakis play golf, and the people that's playing golf copied it from the Anunnakis, which is why they call the championship the Masters. It's a whole nother level to this shit. Because they had a nice golf course on the ship, Mothership Nibiru, but they had more complicated holes where you had to hit over a mountain or hit around this or some kind of maze. Yeah, crocodile. If they hungry, man, they'll take whatever they can get. Whether it's a piece of your ass, a piece of a hog ass, a piece of a frog ass, fish ass. They don't give a damn if they hungry. Crocodiles, the alligators. I'm telling you, somebody's ass is getting eaten. Pretty much what they're telling you, Mr. Corbin. These alligators, these reptiles. So it's different. You can look at here right at your planet and see all the different species and how they move. What do insects eat? Some insects eat other insects, like the praying mantis, which is actually a group of them that's extraterrestrial. The praying mantis is a group of them that's extraterrestrial. They came from the Andromeda's galaxy, or the Pegasus galaxy, or the Pegasus star system. Because I think that eventually, I think the Pegasus is gonna join on, man, with us too, as with the Milky Way galaxy. Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. So it's a lot going on inside the Mothership Nibiru. All those different species all those different species that's on there are representatives of their particular species in the star system that's part of the Galactic Federation of Life and part of all the treaties. And so we're supposed to keep the peace around the galaxy and make judgments. You was asking, where's the help? Why ain't the Anunnakis, our ancestors, came back to help us to rid this devil? Well, that time is now. That time has come. Well, but now the devil is being dealt with. Like you've been complaining for the last 3,600 years. Longer than that, you've been complaining for they really ain't get ruled to a certain amount of time ago. So they telling you that they was over. They really ain't come to power until probably like 1840s, the 1840s. He ain't ruled that planet. See, everybody under the impression the white man been ruling the planet for thousands of years. Now that nigga been ruling the planet for like 100 and some years, 200 and some years maybe. The Moors rules the planet up until 1837. But once they got control of Great Britain, it's when they got control of ruling the planet under Queen Victoria. 1837 is when they took over they got the, because now they was able to go into Sudan. They was able to go to ancient Kemet. They had parts of the United States of Turtle Island, the 13 colonies that you were talking about, and then they had parts of different islands, and they had Canada, and they still got Canada. Really, that's the Moors' land. See, like the Great Britain Empire is the Moors' land. That's from King George III, who was a Moor. But Queen Victoria was a usurper that they said that was Prince Edward's daughter, but she really was a Deru who took over the throne, a hybrid Deru, Queen Victoria. And that's when they started, when she came into power, that's when the Frugal Lords was able to start going over and raiding our tombs in ancient Kemet to get the gold so they can become rich. At that time, they didn't know about the gold that Mansa Musa had already had over here in the Mansa Musa had already had the gold over here in the Mount Rushmore, as in Rush the Moors. And keep in mind whose son Albert Pike, Queen Victoria, over here to get that gold. See, the race for the gold is when Queen Victoria got in, they rushed for the gold. That's when the gold rush was happening. When they was coming over here looking for Abu Bakr's gold, going to steal all Mansa Musa gold. Because keep in mind, he took a lot of that gold to ancient Kemet from the West Africa. Like I said, it all is ancient Kemet, if you ask me, but he took from West Africa to where they consider ancient Kemet. He took a lot of gold there, and these people were digging for gold and burying gold. We had a whole bunch of billions of dollars for gold in our tombs. What you think National Treasure Hunt is all about? It's about Queen Victoria sending her knights over here to find that gold. And this right here, way after Cortez. So the Spain was controlling Central America for a while before Queen Elizabeth took over. But they hadn't took control of the world. They didn't really take control of the world until they took the British Empire, the Moorish Empire, the Covenant, the Great Covenant, the Great Britain, Great Britain. What is that covenant? We the people. We the people, man. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna come back again, man. We're gonna take a break again. We might come back, like I said, for sure we might come back in 30 minutes because Haroon them sleep. We gotta take a break and I gotta check these vegetables that I'm putting together. And I'm making bread pudding. So I gotta check that too. So let me get off. Man, and check that, and then we're gonna come back in about another 30, 45 minutes, maybe an hour. We're gonna be doing for 2 more classes today. So I just wanted to run in with you for a while on a part 2, and then we'll come back with maybe part 3 to this, because this right here is good. The Nibiru information is good. It's what the ancestors are channeling through me. A lot of this stuff, I'm about to go back and listen to this tape myself and listen to what I said, because the ancestors are talking through me, telling you what they want you to know. Speeding up your brain, speeding up your vibration, speeding up your blood, speeding up your cells. We giving out healing, and how you do that? You increase the people's knowledge. You get them control back over their thoughts. We want you to get control back over your own thoughts. Be responsible for your own actions. Make corrections. Don't let your pride not let you make corrections when you make mistakes. Because Anu is watching you, and you cool with making mistakes, but it depends on the energy drawback of the mistake. How are you sincere for making a mistake, or you don't give a damn, or your attitude? It's what we're looking at. Your intentions. It's what we're looking at. If we determine whether you graduate from this school or not. A lot of people are going to repeat the same shit over and over again. If they repeat the 3rd grade over again. Why? Because they didn't learn enough. They wasted their time every life partying, drinking, and bullshit, and getting it on to the break of dawn. Some people here just to do that. They here just to experience that. But I'm here to learn so that I can take my right, go back to my rightful place as one of the rulers and leaders of the Galactics. So we're about to get out of here, man. we're gonna be back on, like I said, in like an hour. So hit that like, hit that subscribe button if you're in, man. We got 100 people here. Everybody hit that like before they leave, and hit the bell. And like I said, if you want to show me some love, we dropping the Cash App in the links, brother. We take $1, $5, $10, whatever you got. If you want to really put your brother in the game and really take the chip off his shoulder, send me $100. We appreciate it, brother. Wadu.